right, let's go ahead and see what you guys remember about completing the square. Because on the practice quiz or practice test, don't forget to look at your quiz that I gave back to you, okay, over the first half of the chapter. The first half of the chapter dealt with solve by factoring, solve by using square roots, simplify, multiply by the conjugate. What's the conjugate again of 2 plus 3i? 2 minus 3i. What's I squared? -1. Okay, so there's all that stuff on there. So look at the quiz. If you get to a problem on the practice test and you're like, go pull out your quiz. Look at what you did. All right. The second half of it is kind of some of the stuff we've been doing more recently, solved by quadratic formula, which I feel like you guys are pretty good on. I felt like the completing the square has been a while. Number 1, step 1, x is on one side, constant on the other. Is step 1 done? Yep. Step 2 is A1. Yep. Okay, step 2 is done. Step 3, we are now ready to take half of B. What's half of B? 3. -3. And we're going to add what? -3 squared. Whatever we add to one side, we add to the other. So what does this side factor into? X minus 3 squared. And then this gives me 40 plus 9, which is, again, if you put that in your calculator, because you are calculator dependent, make sure you put -3 squared in parentheses. Now what do? Square root. When you take the square root, what do you make sure you put over here? Plus or minus. What's the square root of 49? What did you guys do now? Add 3. Now, so many of you skip this and then you make stupid errors. Don't make stupid errors. 3 plus or minus 7. So you're going to tell me 3 plus 7 or 3 minus 7. What's 3 plus 7? 10. What's 3 minus 7? -4. Good. How'd you guys do on problem number 1? Good? Questions? I heard some good class discussions going on problem number 2. Step 1, x is on one side, constant on the other. What do I have to do for step 1? Add the 45. Now, you cannot take half of 18 because A is not what? 1. You are not going to factor 3 out. Okay, you're going to do what? Because I have an equation where I have a number over there, what can I do? Divide everything by 3. Divide everything by 3. That's a legal move. When I do, what do I have left? X squared plus 6x equals what? 15. All right. Now I'm ready to take half of 6. What's half of 6? 3. We're going to add 3 squared. Whatever you do to one side, do to the other. What does this factor into? X plus 3 squared. What is 15 plus 9? 24. Is everybody good so far? What do we do now? Square root. When you take the square root, you have x plus 3. What do you put in front of this? Now, can I simplify the square root of 24? Yeah. What does the square root of 24 break up into? Such a one of them's a perfect square. 4 and 6. Many of you will skip that and just come down to plus or minus what? 2 square root of 6. What do you do now? -3. And how do we write our final answer? -3 plus or minus 2 radical 6. Questions on that one? All right. The last one. Write it in vertex form. Okay. I was kind to you. Because A is what? 1. So you just group these two together. So I've got y equals x squared plus 10x, leave a little space, minus 13. Take half of what number? What's half of 10? And you're going to add 5 squared. Now, whatever you add to one side, add to the other. What does this side factor into? X plus 5 quantity squared minus, and then what's 5 squared? 25. How do you solve it for y then? Subtract 25. When you subtract 25, you get y equals what? X plus 5 squared minus 38. There's your vertex form. What is your vertex? -5, -38. Because your vertex, it goes left 5 and down 38. Questions? Okay. Any other questions on the homework from last night? Do all your work on a what? This is homework. This is homework. We'll go over this tomorrow. Get ready for your quiz. Oh, I need the blue sheets turned in. And have a great afternoon. Test is Friday, yes. I only have 2 from here. I should have 1 more. Oh, pass it down. Thank you. All right, guys. Have a fantastic day. Okay, I made it.